All right, we're live. Hope you can hear me. I got Jared jumping on here in a second. He just jumped on. I'm late today. And we're just going to BS. Let me get Jared on. It looks like he's doing something important. Doing your chores?
Yeah, a little bit. Just got done cleaning kennels.
Oh, the fun stuff with kennels.
Yeah, I got all my females at the house right now because they're all in heat. So
Oh, and they all like to come in heat at the same time.
yeah,
I got one in heat, but I'm waiting for the other ones to come in.
no, mine are all running around humping each other.
I was supposed to come on at 5:30. I didn't get home till
Oh, sweet.
that. I still had to feed my animals. Had to eat a salad. I was rushing around, and then my computer messed up, so I had to restart it. And I was in the middle
Oh,
of
really?
converting a video, so I'm gonna have to start that all over again. So good times. What are we gonna talk about tonight? What do I have? I have Sonny already saying he's gonna bring some serious questions. Hoping my mic
Perfect.
behaves. It was doing that shut off thing earlier, but I restarted, so I should be good. So if I'm just talking and you don't hear me, let me know. Let's see. Sonny will be asleep in a carb coma with a belly full of whitetail liver. I just had a salad.
I haven't ate yet today.
No?
Well,
Do you ever eat?
I try to.
that client we took out said, Jared, don't eat or drink water.
Yeah, old Jacob and Chris or Kevin.
Yeah. Was that their
Yeah.
brother you just took out?
No, their brother didn't kill. Some of the best
Oh,
line hunting I've ever had, though.
yeah.
Freaking
Those are
yeah. He
tough
only
though, man.
hunted. He hunted. He only could hunt 4 days. He had to go back real fast, or 5 days. I think he hunted 5 days. But we got 2 lions jumped during that hunt. I mean, we had two times we were getting back to the truck after dark.
Did you hit that west side like you said you was gonna?
The west side. No,
Well, way over west, or do you go back over to where we were?
I went way north.
Oh, did you?
Remember where you and me parked and went for that walk that one evening looking for lion
Oh, yeah.
tracks all around
Yep.
through that stuff where we
Oh,
got
so
that.
you're back over there?
Yeah. Remember we caught that Tom for like 30 seconds and then 10 minutes and then never caught
Yep.
it again that day.
Yep.
We got back on him and he's a lot smarter now.
Oh, I bet.
Oh man. It was pretty cool to see that. I mean, we never got to see the line. The dogs did. They got to catch and hold him a couple times, but he was doing circles, zigzags, coming back on his track. You get all excited to see the dogs coming back on their track, just screaming, and then all of a sudden they get like 50, 100 yards away from you and they take a hard right or left turn. But we had him jump for probably 5 hours and he didn't tree.
Wow.
He ledged up a
He
couple
just
times and
stayed
that
on the
was
ground?
it. Yeah, he ledged up a couple times and that was it. And then towards the end of the day, when he was doing his circles, he was gaining a lot of time on us because the dogs weren't able to get through the circles fast enough anymore.
Yeah. What is
Yeah.
wrong with people eating all the good stuff tonight? Pound of black bear beer dogs. Let's see who else
That
is on
sounds pretty
here?
good.
Tim Brink. Oh, I'm here. I'm here to get educated. I don't know if this is the right place to come,
Yeah,
but
he
we'll
probably
try.
knows more than me. He knows more, and he's probably forgot more than what I know.
Oh, Calvin.
Yeah.
freeze up on me. You did. You just caught a lion, huh?
Yeah, we lucked out on day 2 on this last hunt. Caught a big old thumper, Tom.
Yeah, you look pretty.
Oh man. For
How was
down
that
here,
run?
he was about 140 pounds.
He looked thick.
Oh man. He was a big one. His head, he's probably the biggest head I've seen down here so far.
Huh.
He was 6-year-old Tom.
Nice. How'd he
But,
run?
oh, not very far. It was perfect. We trailed him the first day for 4 or 5 hours, and then the rain came in. And kind of squashed everything, but he came down to this little canyon, and he either could have gone right or left, and I chose he went right, and I guess I just guessed right for the next day because we back trailed him for 3/4 of a mile, and then I found his track. I turned the dogs around, and from where we started the track to where we caught him was 3/4 of a mile.
Hmm.
And he
Wasn't
ledged
too
right
bad.
up. He ledged right up in the bluffs.
Ain't much for trees there, is there?
No, not
There's
down
a
in
few
that
down
spot.
in the bottom, but not a.
Yeah, not up top. But he ledged up right away, and we couldn't get close to him in the beginning. He kept, every time we'd get within 40 yards of him, he'd blow out of the bluffs and ledge up again, 100, 200 yards away from us in this rocky bowl.
Yeah.
Finally, we got 400 or 40 yards away from him, and I'm like, shoot that guy. The dogs weren't there to him yet. So I'm like, shoot him now. That, like, he can shoot. You're not going to hit a dog. He shot him in the front shoulder, and he didn't die. So then we got closer. He shot him again at 10 yards, 6 yards.
Yeah.
He ate that round like it was nothing, took off running. And this is with a 30-30.
Oh, I was gonna say, what's he shooting? Usually those pretty much put him in the dirt.
Yeah. And dude, he was swallowing them like they were candy. It was stupid. And
look, look at old Sonny. Look what Sonny put. I think he's closer to the. I think he's closer than Calvin. don't shoot a lion 3 times with a 30-30.
Yeah. Well, he shot him twice, and then he still had some fight left in him. And I'm on a rock bluff. I can't ledge the dogs or pull the dogs off.
Mm-hmm.
And so he comes around, throws one dog off. My old Mo dog, he's 11 in May. Mo fell like 45, 50 feet. And I'm like, oh, I lost my shit. I was pretty pissed. I start running over there, and by the time I got over there, he kicked rocks and just tipped and rolled off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No one else got hurt. Mo went off, but he's fine now. He was pretty stiff for a couple days, but he's good.
It's not. My old lady's watching, and she thought that was tape. She says, if you got tape on your finger, that means you got it good. Just a little cut. I had a mirror in my trailer, and it was already broke. And
yeah.
I went to lean under my bed, and I put my hand on it, and it fell and cut me a little bit. It's not that bad. At least I know now I know it. I got to be careful what I say because my wife's watching.
Right?
My beautiful wife, who's perfect in every way.
There you go.
I got a kind of an announcement tonight, but I think I changed my mind about it.
Oh, well, you can't say that and then take it back.
Well, what's going on is I'll wait till later to tell. Let's see what did Sonny want first. Ask us some questions, Sonny. We'll tell you exactly what not to do so you know not to do it. Maybe we'll just give opposite answers tonight.
I'm pretty good at not doing what you need to.
Mm-hmm. So anybody else got any questions too? I think I was gonna have Rowdy on too, but he's busy working. Then Nicholas Isaac was going to jump on, and he has his relative or an in-law, and he's blind, but he takes him hunting with him. So I thought that was kind of cool.
That is pretty cool.
So keeps putting that. We get it. We get it. We can tell you lots of things not to do.
Yep.
Like go down South Arizona with no collars, the shocking capabilities.
That'll happen.
Mm-hmm. It did happen.
Yeah.
Who are you asking? What's the most exciting hunt you've been on?
Me? Or
Yeah.
you?
You go first.
Probably when I caught a bear in a cave. Freaking the hunter.
Did you go in?
Yeah, the hunter is like, I don't have a shot. And I dumped everything. I had 14 dogs. I dumped everything I had.
There was no room in the cave.
Yeah, I had no room to get in there, nothing. I dumped everything I had on this walking bear. And I'm like, relax, relax. I'm all amped up, you know. And I was like, I'm going to pull the dogs out, and his dad was going to leash them back. And I had a wad of leashes like this thick in my backpack. And I'm pulling the dogs out, and I got 2 dogs left in that cave. And they're sticking it to this bear's face. And I grab one dog off the front of the bear's face, and I pull him to throw him out of the cave. And that bear just puts his head in my chest and just boom. He steamrolls me. And then I start yelling, shoot it.
Shoot it before it eats me.
Yep. Yep. That's the most scared and excited I've ever been.
You don't do much bear hunting no more, do you?
I quit. I only bear hunted for 2 years.
You didn't like it?
I didn't mind it, but it was in Nevada, and our season was only in the fall, and it was September, October. Were really good.
Mm-hmm.
But like where I hunted, the bear quota was 6. You know? So I never really got into it too much.
You had to be fast.
Yeah, and it just got western. Like there wasn't very many big trees. There's a lot of rock holes, a lot of mine shaft type of stuff.
And the drama. Bear hunting has more drama than lion hunting. And I could imagine, I don't do coon hunting with a whole bunch of people. I have one creek, and I don't even go down there anymore, but hardly. But I can imagine coon hunting is even worse than bear hunting.
Oh, man, you get, lion hunters, we don't hunt with each other usually. Very rarely do lion hunters hunt with people, with dogs,
Yeah.
Everyone usually, you go that way, I go this way, and that's how it is. We're bear hunters, man. You get, shoot, sometimes you'll get in bear hunting groups, and there's 4, 5, 6 trucks running.
I'm usually the only one with dogs, but I have sometimes 2 trucks behind me, and it drives me crazy, because they just want to take their own truck. And a lot of times, I've said this before, but I'm not the best guide. I'm not really in it for guiding. I have it so those wardens who, I don't want someone paying. Yeah, I don't want someone paying for my gas and then wardens being all stupid about it, because I think that's about as dumb as you can get.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Nevada was the same way. Before I got my guide's license in Nevada, I was like, hey, what does compensation mean? And he's like, what do you mean? And I was just like, can he put gas in my tank? Because he's riding around with me all day.
Yeah.
And he just went around my question and said, well, if it's profit, then it's compensation. I'm like, well, what's considered profit? And then he just shut the conversation down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, you're just fishing to light somebody up.
That's all it is. That's all they want to do. Got someone blowing up my PI phone.
Oh.
Send it somewhere else. So I think, I don't know if I have a favorite hunt. I think every hunt is just different. And it's good. As long as the game wardens aren't around.
Right.
But
we had
we treated one lion one day, and the father shot it. It was a male.
Mm-hmm.
We treated another lion the next day, and it was in a cedar. And
Okay.
who I was hunting with had good trail dogs, not so much
Tree dogs.
tree dogs, but I had super good tree dogs. And we had it treed in that little cedar, and Jesus, he's still trying to call me. So he shoots it with a bow, and let me text this guy. So when he shoots this lion, and that lion comes out of that little cedar, and same thing, runs right next to me, and like almost runs into me, you know. And my dogs, I just let him go, and they treat him again. But the other one, I guess, I had a bear coming out of the tree, and I'll probably get a ticket for harassment wildlife, but I punched him in the butt. So he'd go back up the tree. So,
Heck yeah.
I think the most Western one, though, is the one that tried to kill my son's dog, and it had it in his mouth, and I went up to stab it because I didn't want to shoot it because I didn't want to hear a gunshot and then try to get me for that.
Yeah.
And it turned around and came after me, and it didn't kill
Oh,
the dog
shit.
because the collar was in his molars. I think he
Oh,
got
really?
stuck in his molars, so he couldn't full force bite down. So, oh my goodness.
Man. No.
I can't even send it now.
But no, this last lion hunt was about it most exciting lion hunt I've had in a while. It was pretty cool to see that Tom running through the bluffs.
Probably my most exciting ones. Swain County. My phone keeps blowing up.
Well,
Probably
you're busy.
someone probably wants me to follow their. Well, I had somebody call me today and want me to do work for free.
Oh,
Basically,
shocker.
I'm like,
Shocker.
you want me to? Yeah, find out. Just find out. So see if you want to take it. I'm like, no, that cost me money. You know, that job she wanted me to do was a $1,500 retainer job. So
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah. Everyone wants something for free. I had a guy call me the other day. He's all, I have a buddy that wants to shoot a lion. And I'm like, oh, good deal. And he's all, will you take him? And I'm like, yeah, I'll take him.
Yeah.
You know, told him the amount. Well, this is my spot, though. And I just texted back, and I'm like, yeah, and these are my dogs.
So what do you want to he just wanted you to for like get him a lion for free?
Yeah. He's all, I have this lion. I've been glassing him up in my coos deer hunting spot. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then he's like, but it's my spot, though, so it's free. And I'm like, that's not how this works.
Yeah. Is it private land?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's one of them forestry owners, public landowners. How many hounds do you guys have in the kennel and why? I don't use kennels. I got dogs on chain. I like them better on a chain.
It's way
Plus, I don't
better
have
on
kennels. I think so too. Especially if you got room, you can put them on like a good 8-foot chain, if not more. It's good if you have the room.
Yeah, we have to have kennels down here.
Well, county law.
Yep.
Yeah, you got neighbors?
Not on my property, but at my house I do.
Yeah, you could probably get away with it where you are now, huh?
Yeah, I could. Just depends on who drives by on a side-by-side. But it's not too bad, but no, I only put one dog in one kennel.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you start stacking dogs in kennels, you're asking for a fight a month or two down the road. They get sick
Even
of each
females.
other. Yeah, they get sick of each other.
Yep. Houndsman happens so often, but makes you want to quit. They got big groups back there in Virginia. You'll see 15 trucks, bear hunters.
God, that drives me nuts.
Yeah, that's why I think that's why a lot of bear hunters go to lion hunting, because it's solitude. You're a loner anyways,
Yep.
I don't hunt with many people in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I hate mixing dogs. You never know. And
Yep.
me and Elizabeth hunted 5 years together, but I think our dogs kind of knew each other. I don't think we ever had a dog fight between me and her.
That's like me and my buddy Colt. He lives down on the Mexican border. I'll hunt with him, and that's about it. For the most part.
I can go through spring and fall bear season and not see another dog box. Yeah, you're on the res. No one hunts up there. Tough country too, huh, Calvin?
That'd be nice not to see a dog box.
I keep 9 dogs in one open kennel, 4 females, 5 males. I have 2 females out right now because of heat. Your males don't fight when they come in the heat. That's when they get aggressive.
Oh, man.
Biggest fight I ever had were my 2 brothers, lead dogs, never fought in 8 years they were together. And I was at a hound trials, and somebody brought Jip in heat, and all of a sudden walked by, one grabbed the other, and it was the worst fight I've ever had in my life.
Yep.
Yep.
No. My buddy, he had 3 females stacked in a, I don't know, kennel. It was 2 kennels put together. So
Yeah.
10 by 8, 10 by 10, 10 by 12 or whatever. 2 litter mates, and then one dog was a little bit older. And they all ripped each other apart, and they were in the same kennel for years. Just, they were all females, 3 of them in a giant kennel. They each had their own house in it and everything, but dogs get weird. I think they just get sick of each other.
Yeah, they get growling. They know they have to fight me first. If you got dogs, I've heard of people doing it too. They get dogs that are, I spelled announcement wrong too on my thing. Wow.
Oh yeah.
I never said I was smart. I've seen people that got dogs that run together, not hunting dogs, but just dogs in general, where they got 9 dogs in an area. 10 God dang.
Well, I keep, like right now, all my females are outside in my yard, but it's an 1.5 acre yard.
Yeah.
They're all running around. It's all fenced in.
The area that I hunt, about 7 different groups that bear hunts the same area, and I've been known to run into 5 groups while coon hunting this. That's a lot of people in an area. I don't even, I hunt a lot of areas that a lot of people don't hunt. They're not exactly the best areas, but I catch bear in them, But you'll have that one mountain that everybody's hunting in,
Oh yeah.
So
Briggs.
Brian Stanford. First time here, and I have a question. I keep my hounds in my house and would like it a bit more quiet. So what's your thoughts on bark collars?
I never used one.
I've never used them. Of course, my dogs are outside, and I don't like them barking.
Tracy.
When my dogs bark, I know someone's either coming in the yard or there's something in the yard or a dog loose. But I got a Daisy BB gun. So, and
3
you can
foot.
say a what?
3 foot chunk of garden hose.
Yep.
Oh,
I knew a guy said the old school ways, they'd hold their head underwater when they were barking.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
No. 2 smacks across the rear end with a piece of garden hose, and it usually fixes it pretty quick when you tell them to shut up.
If those dogs are barking for no reason, I can shake that BB gun, and they all go to their dog box. They know. But is it cruel? Maybe. but I shoot my kids with it too, so
It all works out.
it all works out. I don't know. I've never used a bark collar either. 15 feet away, and it takes me about 3 seconds to grab the prod. Yeah, I've I used to carry a. I think when you start out, you got all this stuff: the garden hose, the BB gun. I don't use it so much anymore because the younger dogs, I think, learn off the older dogs.
Older dogs.
Mm-hmm. So
when the older dogs showed up, the younger dogs are like, all right, something's weird.
Yep. And what's crazy is when I leave my dogs down here and go up north for the weekend, my dad says my dogs won't shut up. But they don't bark all week while I'm home at all. So they know, they know better. But they do the same with my kids because my kids aren't real stern with them when they're feeding. And I hate a dog that barks when you feed. And I hate a dog that runs around.
Yeah.
Lesbian dogs. And I hate a dog that runs around. So when I go to feed them, I like them just to stand back. And I don't let them touch the food until I'm walking away. And I tell them they can.
Oh,
because I do got kids that feed them. You know? So
I feed all mine in a line.
Yeah. Oh, I seen that.
Yeah, I just dump a big old fill up. I measure everything out and then just throw it out.
They say
the dog's here. The dog's in the kennel, but
they say if you do that since they're young and you stand there, you'll teach them from being aggressive if they get aggressive. I seen Elizabeth Boland throw her bowls out, 9 bowls, put food in them, and the dogs go right to their bowl, eat, and that's it. They don't.
That's good.
They don't mess with nobody else's. The bigger bear club I hunted with as a kid, about 40 members. Just too much of a social event. We hunted them about half the time, though. Extra rough country for you. Yeah. Lesbian dogs cut on that. I don't think no one's seen that until that's something.
Dirty dogs.
I've used bark collars a little bit. Just like them, they're going to bark, causing the correction, then it's a train wreck. I don't know. I think if you got dogs and you pay a lot of attention to them while they're young, and you get on to them while they're young, you'll break them of that. And then when you start getting your dogs are getting older and you got younger dogs coming in, they'll pay attention. They'll learn off them dogs.
Yep.
So that's kind of why I don't. That's why you get spoiled when you get. That's why they get spoiled when you get older, because you don't have to train dogs as much because you got your older dogs to train. You guys add additives to their dog. You don't use additives on your dogs? Supplements?
A little bit. That in the hunt, when I hunt them in the heat, that I don't know, it's like electrolyte type of stuff for dogs. And then when they get pretty poor, I got boil meat and stuff and put it in their dog food.
Yeah. Oh, I never boil it. I just feed it to them.
No, I always boil it because I always feed my dog with water.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the broth and everything?
Yeah, I always feed them with water. Even just their dry scoops of dog food, I always put it in water bowls.
Yeah. Yeah, I do the same thing. I do the same thing 75% of the time.
Yeah, I always make sure they're full of water down here.
Yeah, he showed us before. You showed us before. You had it when I was talking to you one time.
Me?
I think it was you.
Could have been.
It was a yellow jar or something.
Oh, it's a white one with a black lid.
What is it called?
Here, let me look it up real quick.
Yeah, I think that's what you did. You looked it up.
Yeah.
I always, when I'm butchering my elk, I always keep all the crap and I freeze it. I put it in a vacuum bag and I freeze it about 5 pounds at a time. So when I'm out hunting, fly bugging me. When I'm out hunting, I give them a handful of meat, especially if you're running kind of hard. with their dog food. So same thing. I put water in there. Glycocharge.
Can't find it.
Glycocharge. That's what Missy said. Missy, is that an additive? Is that just for like running them, electrolytes, or is that a supplement?
I can't remember what it is. It's
you found it once and showed us.
yeah, you give it to the dogs the night before you hunt them with their water, and I don't know, gives them extra stuff.
MSM. Somebody showed us. Maybe Timothy knows.
Maybe.
The best thing is meat, to me.
You give when dogs are looking poor, and you give them a bunch of meat with fat mixed into it, with good fat meat. They start looking a lot better and pulling through.
I know they got some good supplements out there, Calvin. So depends on how much you want to spend. But I used to have a lady that worked at the butcher, so she just ground up all that fat for me, and I'd go pick up buckets of fat.
There you go.
Put a scoop in with their food, and
Yeah, like whenever we butcher a deer or a lion, I'll keep all the scraps and I'll put it in one of those giant gallon baggies and mark it dog food.
Yeah, that's what I do. Put it in the freezer.
Yep. Put it in the freezer, and whenever someone's looking poor, just thaw it out and boil it and give it to them.
I think they say that it takes a pound of meat a day. If you fed a dog a pound of meat a day, that'd keep them healthy.
I believe it. I think that's what coyotes need a day. Coyotes got to eat a jackrabbit a day or a cottontail a day to maintain.
Oh, they don't eat that stuff no more.
Yeah, no, they got fawns right now. Another couple weeks.
Do you do anything special with your dog house for the heat? I'm at 6,000 feet in the summer. My dogs go. I'm down here where it gets hot in the summer, but my dad's dogs, he just got barrels with a shade on it, and they do fine. It's the flies you got to worry about.
So, yeah, we don't have too bad of flies down here this year so far.
They're bad here this year.
Are they?
But yeah.
I just cut those plywood sheets into thirds.
Yep.
And I just drill holes and I make a little A-frame. And that goes in their dog kennel, and then all their dog kennels are shaded. They're shaded 3/4 of the way around. The only thing that doesn't have a shade cover is the door, pretty much. But that's it. I don't put fans or misters or anything in.
Down here, I have my trailer set up, so I got dogs on the north side of my trailer, and I got another trailer that's in front of me. So all their barrels are kind of under a trailer. And on here, I only got 2 dogs I'm going to have to build shade for right now.
Yeah.
But my other dogs are out in the open. My dad has these awnings, aluminum awnings, and I took 2 barrels and I screwed this awning on top of the 2 barrels because it was wide enough I could put them on a 5.5-foot chain.
And
then I cut a barrel, 55-gallon barrel down for their water, so it kind of keeps them from tangling up.
There you go.
But that does pretty good.
No, all my dog kennels are tinned on top and then stacked. I got plywood all the way around the rest of it. Except for the door.
Also have got a milk cow from a farmer to feed them. Oh, yeah. And up north, I have cedar trees. So every one of my dog boxes are right under or next to a cedar tree.
Oh, really?
So they're all in shade all the time.
Yep.
It's crazy. Middle of the summer, they got shade and they're laying in the sun.
Well, up where you are, it's because it's not 118 degrees.
It gets a little warm. You know what? I one time, Calvin probably heard of this. They were gonna kill some horses up north or give out tags to kill horses, and I was all about it. I'll tell you what, you used to be able to go to the sale, the auction, and you could pick up these dirty old Mustangs for 25, $50. I tell you, one of them Mustangs feed your dog for a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Well, heaven forbid you recycle a poor little horse.
It's stupid.
So, yeah.
No. We used to. I'm not much of a cowboy by any means. Dumb. But
Text it to
buddy,
me, Missy. If you text it to me, I'll try to put it on. All my dogs are under 3, and I created the problem myself, thinking that if I corrected them for barking, they may not bark on track. I don't think that's true. Learning a lot by myself, no mentor, just determined individual. And it's hard to find somebody on Facebook. I've always wanted to make a start to finish, watch that puppy pop out, and it's hard to keep it consistent and then follow that dog, and show everything you do until it's I don't think a dog's ever really finished all the way. There's some good finished dogs, but
not until the only time a dog's finished is when he's tired.
that's a fact.
That's the only time. When he's tired, he'll be pretty about as honest as you could get is when he's tired. But most guys on Facebook that talk, they know everything. Most of the time they don't know their head from their ass.
That's a fact. I hear that from a lot of people too.
The best lion hunters I ever met / know don't have social media.
Because they're hunting.
Yep.
I was just telling Brett that today.
And they don't share. They catch one, they don't share anything. They might take a picture for themselves. They don't even take videos of their dogs treeing, hardly. They might take a picture or whatever, and that's it. They just keep it all in their brain.
Photo album. Come over, they got a photo album. I've always said that I love photo albums. So, but those good old days, kind of gone now. And then the stories. So basically, what I was gonna do is this is gonna be my last night I did this podcast. I was just gonna concentrate on Brett's on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
But then I changed my mind after I got here. I had like 45 people on here, and we're just, I have fun doing it. And what I was going to do.
Calvin's right, though. They do learn the difference.
Oh, yeah. Between not barking at the box and barking on something. Where'd it go? No, he is right.
He's 1,000% right there.
I know. And I tell you, I've shocked my dogs in the box for barking. And I've toned my dogs and they still end up rigging out. They know. They know. Just like they know the difference between a bear and a coyote and a coon and a.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you a dog could tell the difference between two bears. I know they can. I used to be with Search and Rescue in the Pinal County with those dog guys.
Yeah.
And those dogs, if those dogs can tell a human apart, you're telling me all bears smell exactly the same? I don't think
right.
So.
Yep.
So they do. I wouldn't worry about training and bark. I hate dogs that bark. I got a dog. He's still young, and he barks at everything. The good thing is 90% of the time, it's a cat in my dad's yard. Yeah. And it comes back here, and it runs out in my pasture. So even then.
If cur dogs had a colder nose for down here, I'd use cur dogs.
I like the Catahoula's. It's the same thing because the desert. I bred those Catahoula's for my desert, and I still have one left. My Cruella dog, and they're going. Great. They're tough.
Yep, I heard there's a guy I talked to over the summer out of New Mexico, and all he does is hunt the dirt. And he's got a Catahoula and a cur cross, or maybe it's two different dogs. I don't know. I wasn't. But he's not much for cold trailing, but if it's a good track, he won't say a word until it's jumped, and then he's gone. He's leaving all the hounds behind.
Mm-hmm. Heck yeah, they turned the scent off. Mike Gray. Big question if a lion turns their scent off.
That's the only thing that makes sense.
I don't think they turn it off, but I think they tread lightly.
I think so.
I think they know how to sneak through and not leave a lot of scent.
Yep.
As a human tracker, I used to track, and I used to
Mhm.
teach classes on tracking. And if you're just walking through like a normal person, you have thousands of scent just falling off you all the time. Your scent just shedding. If you walk careful and you put on a little bit more clothes, so let's say that lion tightens up his skin and closes his hair in. That might hold some of that scent in where instead of 1,000 particles per inch falling, you're at 100 particles per inch. They do something because there's too many stories where a dog, and people have seen the lions, and the dog has quit when that lion did some weird thing.
Well, just like when we were talking to Jared Nichols, he's like, I don't know if they shut it off, but he's like, something happens when their adrenaline kicks up.
Yeah.
Because he had one run through his pack of dogs, and they couldn't trail it 10 feet after it ran through.
Tell me you can't smell the difference on a rutting elk and a regular elk?
Yep.
Or a deer?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So they have that ability to, and
yep.
I don't know what else to say about it. I think they do something.
It doesn't make sense until you see it happen. Then you're just mad, and then you're just furious.
Well, Brett was the same way. He said the same thing. He said, I seen it happen. I watched that lion crouch right where on that 2-track road go off. His dogs came around. Oh, here comes Nick. Let me tell him to jump on. And when his dogs got to that point where that lion did his little whatever he did, they stood on their heads. So what did he do? Did he shed another scent? I don't know. Did he clam up and close his pores? Nature does some weird stuff. There's some creatures out there that do weird stuff.
Exactly. And maybe they just adapted something.
If you had a light that showed scent and you turn that light on and you've seen that light go from, let's say, red with full of scent to white, then you would believe it. Then you'd believe it.
Yep.
Just
doesn't make sense because we can't see it.
I had a lion jump a tree and make a huge loop and cross right in front of me. The dogs had a hard time trailing. They were about to hit. It happens. Let's get Nicholas on.
Hey,
Nicholas. What's going on?
Not much. Hey, I'm setting my tripod here. So hey everybody. I actually have my cousin Josh here with me.
Cousin, I couldn't remember what you told me.
Yeah. So yeah, my cousin Josh here. He's fully blind. Yeah. And he has he's come out coon hunting and rabbit hunting with us before. So I thought it would be kind of fun, to let him kind of share his experiences about
Missy was just saying. Like.
Yeah.
He was fun to hunt with.
Heck yeah.
So
yeah, it was a lot of fun. Like I had never been hunting in my life, and then I went out there and a lot of walking. The dogs were howling. It was crazy. It was like someone out of a movie, And like when we were crashing through the woods after the dogs, going up and down stuff, going over logs and sticks and everything else. It was pretty cool.
Did you find it difficult? Like, because your adrenaline was like, it's worse that your adrenaline was up and you kind of had no association where anything was?
Sometimes, but you on stuff like that, you have to have really good confidence in the person guiding you because
I hope it wasn't Nick. He can't walk. He can't walk straight himself. Oh, I bet. How do you do that? How does that work when
Well,
you're trudging him?
I take his arm, or he guides me by voice. But in those conditions, we were taking arm and walking side by side or behind.
Yep.
But I'll tell you, when those dogs would get going, they'd run ahead, and you could hear them making that howling sound they do, like when they tree something.
Oh
That's
yeah.
something you never forget. That sound is just,
Yep.
oy, it's
I bet. I
it's
bet.
intimidating and
Mhm.
so loud.
Yeah.
Have you been blind since birth?
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's really cool. I mean, we don't just hunt. Me and my wife over here on the left. Hi. Her name's Kim, and she's also blind, and we go scuba diving. We love it.
Oh
Right
yeah.
on.
Scuba diving. So all these people that whine because they got a hurt back or they're on disability because their toes missing and they can't do nothing. Have no
Right.
excuse. Have no excuse.
Exactly.
You know.
Here, Kim, scoot over to the left, a little more squeeze in.
Squeeze
our
in.
audio
Does
okay?
your Does your do you hunt too?
Oh my
wife?
gosh,
No?
no.
She stays away from it, huh?
No, I stay away from it. I'm just have fun. Tell me how it goes.
There you go. You got someone to video there.
What?
I
She
think
could-
so yeah, so when Josh came coon hunting, he came out with me and Charlie. And
Yeah.
that was like, I can't believe it. It was like 4 years ago. That was in 20
What?
yeah, it was in 2020.
Wow.
So back then I was, doing my Hound on the Run podcast, and we actually recorded an episode. So it's still up. Yeah. We did it right after we hunted, so we kind of got the raw reactions out of Josh. It was a good time.
It was fun.
Oh, I bet.
It was good.
I bet. Yeah, I
And
always
then-
tell everybody it's the tree. Even
Oh yeah.
no matter how many times you walk into a tree, every time you walk in a tree and those dogs, they're treed is
It's
great
something
until
else.
until they're slick treat or something, but
Yeah.
it's still there. You still have that same feeling as you're walking in on it,
Yep.
So I bet.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I've done rabbit hunting too, but rabbit hunting's more just like for the exercise for me. Coon hunting's where the challenge is at.
Yeah. We'll have to get them out here and put them on a mule, do some lion hunting.
There you
Yeah, have
go.
you ever been on a horse or a mule?
I've been on a horse, never
Okay.
been on a mule. That'd be cool.
I got a good one. I put my 9-year-olds on it. I
Oh,
put my
nice.
wife on it. So,
Nice. I've been on horses.
oh yeah, good to go.
Horses
That
are
old
cool.
mule I got just follows me around. So
Nice.
autopilot.
Where are you at anyway?
Arizona.
Well, we're moving to Georgia, so
Oh, it's too humid.
tell me about it.
But that's why there's a pool like steps away from our house.
But that is so cool. You do lion hunting?
I try to do lion hunting.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
Everyone
intense.
yeah, I try. So I'm in a bad area where there's not very many. So it's more now. It's become a nanny boo boo thing for me now. Like, oh, you can't catch me, so I have to catch her. I've caught her one time, and boy, she smoked us and bad area. She knew exactly where to go, and
Oh,
yeah. So
And the lion gets away.
Yep.
it did, and unfortunately, I don't kill a lot, but the lion I'm after down here has been killing these Sonoran pronghorn, and I actually had somebody kind of comment on one of my videos say, I hope it's not a cougar. And I said, well, somebody else says, I hope it is a cougar. I said, well, unfortunately, this cougar's killed. Said there's over 2,000 lions in Arizona and only
wow.
a couple hundred Sonoran pronghorn. And this
Are
lion's
those
already
endangered?
killed. Yeah, and this lion's already killed. I don't know. Last I heard was like 8 or 9 out of the 22 they dropped.
Whoa.
So
Jeez.
Dang.
the lion needs to go bye-bye or be
Yeah.
or be relocated to the donkeys.
I vote relocation.
I vote lion skin rod.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, that was the funny part about Josh. The first question was out of his mouth was, "So how many am I gonna shoot?" I'm like, dude, you're not doing any shooting. Sorry.
I guess you when it
He's a
makes a
savage.
noise, yep. Shoot at
Yeah,
it.
he knows no limits.
That's
Both
awesome.
shot guns before. I shot a bow and arrow.
I
Oh,
shot a
man.
12 gauge 22 pistol.
Is
I don't remember.
is the wife blind too?
Yeah,
Her
Kim.
name's
I'm
Kim.
blind too.
Oh,
I'm
well,
Kim.
I thought she just want to go hunting. That's why I said she could do the filming.
Yeah, right.
Might make some interesting footage.
Very.
Hey,
Right?
That's a
it
nice
would be
photo
kind of
of our
interesting.
tree.
Follow the sound, right? Put it on
Yeah.
super view.
Yeah.
So good deal.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That
Yeah.
is awesome.
Not English.
See, I think someone wanted Nicholas. Here, got a question for you. Tell us about your new old dog.
Oh, old rider. Oh yeah. Yep. So I ended up about the last month of season. I think I've talked about this a little bit before on here, but yeah, I ended up my good friend, he gave me his old blue tick. He's like 10 years old and been on hundreds of bobcats. And my pack needs the help. So yeah, took me quite a lot of convincing to let my wife bring him home, but she's super sweet and she loves me
Now-
a lot and supports me. She's sitting right here
The
listening
dog,
to me say
the dog, or the wife?
Yeah, the dog or the wife.
But yeah, old rider, he's rock solid and
Good.
yeah, he's my young males. I've been focusing on them and they really
Sweetie, feel how big
they
this
really
thing is.
they really just stuck to him like glue, followed him, and yeah, we treat some cats. So that worked
That's
out
nice.
pretty good.
That's a big
Yeah.
Missy wants to know if you're taking Josh bobcat hunting.
I haven't taken Josh bobcat hunting. Mostly because I don't fully trust myself to be able to get him back home in one piece alive.
And I wouldn't be too happy with that.
Yeah.
Just put a bell on him.
Well, no, I'm saying like, see, it just feels so treacherous every time I go out between the landslides and the falling trees and the freaking snow drifts and
Oh, yeah.
yeah. I'm like running full adrenaline every time I go, which I enjoy it, but yeah, I'd need some more support to be able to take someone else with me, honestly, and make sure they're safe.
Yeah.
Safety is the number one priority around here.
Well, yeah.
You need what with my husband?
Yeah, it wouldn't work out good.
What rock slide?
What do you mean my husband was eaten by a lion?
Well,
Right?
you know what's funny now that you say that? So the second time we took Josh out coon hunting, we treed Charlie would have to Charlie would have to probably tell this. He could probably tell the story better than me. I think we treed a coon across a river. So like the dogs didn't really tree it, but they were winding it from across the river. But I am pretty sure we actually bumped into a lion while we were out there.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And it was on I think it was either the blueberry farm or it was the hazelnut orchard.
What's that sound?
And they had run into a lion on that farm before, and it had kind of stalked them. The dogs that night, they were going nuts at something, and then they ended up right on the river, kind of just freaking out. And right before we got to that point, I'm walking down this bank with Josh, and I shine my light over towards the river, and wait, where are these?
I know. It's a hell of a story. I don't know.
Hey, quiet.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That was the lamb cooking.
I shined my light over towards the river, and I saw two yellow eyes glaring back at me.
Yeah. There
There
it
you
is.
go.
Yeah, I was pretty sure that was a lion.
Whoa.
Yeah, either that or a skinwalker.
That
Yeah.
too.
What's wrong with
Yeah.
Skinwalker?
Oh, she don't know what a skinwalker is.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Was it like
where's
Bigfoot?
it's worse. Where'd it go?
It's like a
Where's
Native
Res
American thing,
Hounds?
right?
Where's Res Hounds?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
need him to tell us.
Yeah. Skinwalker. The shapeshifters. They're
Oh.
bad
Uh-oh.
news.
Oh.
They'll chase you and they could turn
Bad
into a
juju.
coyote.
Oh
Mhm.
wow.
Nice.
Yep. It's what I use to threaten my kids when they're not good. So, what else? Anybody got any questions for old Josh?
I'm an
What are you
open
gonna-
book.
What are you
So
gonna do in what are you gonna do in Georgia?
Well, we're going to keep diving. We're going to Roatan this year
Mhm.
again, which is near Honduras.
we're gonna dive with dolphins. It's gonna be awesome.
Nice.
Well, swim with them rather. That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
We're going to go to Florida. Kim's parents have a beach house out there in Florida, and there's lots of good diving out there. We're going to go, we live in a little community called Trilith.
Yeah.
It's where they make all the Marvel movies.
Nice.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
So when you see on the screen the Trillet Studios, that's what it's talking about.
We're going to be like right there.
Okay.
And that's in
Unfortunately, we
Georgia?
probably won't be able to be in the Marvel movie, but
No. But we
Hey,
can
you never
watch
know.
them.
No. Yeah, they might need extras.
yeah, they might. That'd be cool.
Are you
You
kidding
never
me?
know.
When I was in my parents were in Hawaii when they were filming Pearl Harbor, and they used the side of our house for the movie, and I got to sit in a old-fashioned car and got pictures somewhere.
Nice.
They had to
Nice.
reroute the bus from school because they couldn't go down my street. Because of the
basically-
filming.
Basically, you're a celebrity.
Basically, yeah.
Pretty much.
My brother wanted to be an extra. My brother wanted to be an extra. My mom's like, no way, you gotta go to school.
He's like, but.
I know.
You done any other hunting? Fishing or you do fishing?
I'm not really much of a fisherman, but
Yeah.
I'm more like the hunting, like the coon or the rabbit hunting.
Yeah.
There
You go down to Florida, you could do some iguana hunting.
Iguanas?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
they kill the hell out of them there.
Mm.
Mhm.
They're like invasive bad. Like you
Really?
go, I just seen a guy out of New Mexico. He's a hound hunter, and I think he had like 20 or 30 of them on his boat. He killed.
Jeez.
I've seen
Yeah.
people use like retrievers to
Yeah.
and like
Like
bird
the-
dogs to go get them,
Yeah.
huh?
Yep.
Snakes.
Yep.
Mhm.
And I think
And
the
gator?
government even pays you for them. Some guy
Oh,
makes
wow.
money off them.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've heard they're tasty.
Gator's delicious. I've had gator in Florida.
Huh.
Alligator bites are delicious. So this is wrong. So I went to a restaurant where they had live gators in a tank, and they also served gator bites. So we all know what's going on there. But
It's like Red Lobster, where they got the lobsters in the
Yeah.
tank.
Exactly right.
exactly. But my parents had me go up to the tank. I think I got to touch the gator, and then I ate the gator bites. It was just kind of wrong. Just-
I think
tried
it's she's a
to-
little bit of a non-hunter kind of girl.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Me, I'm the
Yeah?
opposite.
Yeah.
She still ate the gator though, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's delicious.
She felt sorry for it, but she ate it.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
I hope to have your energy, Josh. That's amazing.
Thanks.
I'll take some of that energy too.
Right.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
Come here, Ben.
We're
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
So you're moving to Georgia? Is that what
Yeah.
you're doing?
Yeah.
Ben.
Okay. So you're just traveling everywhere else.
Yeah. We're traveling to Florida. Like I said, they have a beach house.
Because my whole family's in Georgia. My brother's getting out of the military after
Oh, gotcha.
20 years in the army. So he's like, okay, I put in my 20, I'm done. So we're there, moving back to Georgia to be with
The Georgians.
so yeah.
Again,
Well, my whole
We'll
family's
have-
in Georgia, so
we'll have old George Lambert.
yeah.
Oh, he's from Virginia. Someone
That's not that
Someone I
far,
just-
is it?
I don't
I don't
think
know.
so.
I don't know.
Someone I just had on there from Georgia hunts.
Nice.
Nice.
Take you bear hunting.
Hey, there's a lot of. I hear there's a ton of bobcats in like northern Georgia.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now all you gotta do is
Have some lions and tigers and bears.
oh my.
There you go.
Now all you gotta do is find like a hunting thread or something in Georgia. And,
Yeah.
no, what you do is
Oh, there's
go
tons
on
of
the
hunting in
community-
Georgia.
Everybody hunts in Georgia.
Yep.
Go on the community
Everybody
and go,
hunts in
Who
Georgia.
hunts? I want to join you.
And
the red-
you'll probably get some moonshine out of it too.
There you go.
There you go. There
Yeah.
you go.
Nice.
Yeah, and like if you know, that's they say that stuff can make you go blind. Hey, you don't even have to worry about it. Knock yourself out. All
He's
the
already
moonshine
ahead
you
of it.
Guzzle.
Yep.
He's already ahead of it.
Yeah.
I'll call the Uber to get you home.
There you go.
Oh, that's who it was. I'm glad all these guys remember this stuff. I never remember it. Yep. That was that Southern Hound guy. And they hunted
Oh.
deer. They hunted deer with
Yeah.
dogs.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a huge deal down there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think you could shoot one if you had someone help you line up and,
Yeah.
shotgun.
I shot
They use
Steve.
shotguns over there.
You need like one of the military grade. I don't know. I just saw this video that it was like some new trigger mechanism.
Yeah.
That it's like it's got heat seeking. So you just hold the trigger and as
Until
soon
it
as
finds it.
until it finds it and then it goes. Yeah.
That's nuts. That is
Yeah, but I'd be that bad family member that would heat up a hot pocket and throw it out there.
boom.
Oh, you got it. You got it. Here, taste
Yep.
it. Good. Like the liver. Yeah.
How did the deer get deep fried? That's what I want.
Yeah.
Tastes like pizza. I love
Venison.
venison. Deer is delicious.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yum.
Oh, lion. Lion's real good. Bear. Everything.
What you've
Lion?
you've had lion.
What's that taste
Oh
like?
yeah. Lion's
I've never
super.
had lion. I've never
Lion-
had bear.
To me, lion's probably one of the best meats out there.
Really?
I think it is.
I've had
If you
bison.
don't know what it is, it would be an expensive dinner at a restaurant. The best meat
Yeah.
they had.
I've had
You
You
bison.
can eat the. I heard they taste the same as bobcat.
I
Wow.
heard bobcat's just the same. I
Mhm.
think what bothers people is you think it's a cat. Even when I first had lion, you're kind of like, it's a cat,
Yeah,
But
It's really just like it looks like pork. It really does.
it is.
Mhm.
It's like
But this
a,
cat'll
it's like
kill
a,
you.
Exactly.
it's like a super good pork, is what it
It
is.
ain't no house cat. This cat'll kill you.
That's a fact too.
It's like
Don't try.
What's the kitty?
To quote Homeward Bound, it's like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Exactly.
I bet you Missy has some bobcat recipes.
Wow.
You think so?
I don't
I don't
know.
know.
That stuff lights your spine up.
I don't know. I doubt Missy's eating a bobcat. Maybe she has. I could be wrong. Missy's a wild card. You never know with her.
There you go. Look at that. Res hounds.
Okay, what's the most exotic thing you've ever
Eaten.
eaten?
I can't. I totally went with something I couldn't say on here, but I didn't want to embarrass my wife. Is all I'm gonna say. I haven't had alligator.
It's good.
Delicious.
It tastes like chicken.
I've had bear and lion, and bobcat and coyote, and if it was meat, I ate it. But
Yeah.
I've never had alligator, and I'd
It's
like
delicious.
I'd like to go hunt alligator.
That'd be fun.
So I had a guy that wants to trade an alligator hunt for a bear hunt.
Nice.
Yep. I'd like to go back there.
Very
Well,
cool.
nobody dropped off when I said that, so we're good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in trouble though. Hopefully she's doing something and didn't pay attention to that. So, what about you, Josh? You can't steal my answer.
Bison.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I've had bison.
I'd
I've had
say alligator's more
I've had
exotic than
alligator. I've had
bison.
shucker.
Yeah.
I've had
Yeah.
sugar. I've had venison. I've had.
Alligator is my most exotic.
Oh, I guess she's never had it. Missy.
Yeah, we've had alligator.
I don't know,
So-
sea urchin maybe.
Wow.
Wow.
You've had sea urchin.
Yeah, at sushi restaurants.
No, I've never had like that. What is that, kudu or whatever? That little deer in Texas, or they have all those exotics in Texas. Access, and
Kudus are huge.
I think they have those in Texas.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, kangaroo. Missy has this with kangaroo.
There you go.
Wow.
Hmm.
Okay, she wins.
Is Missy like a hunter?
We went rabbit hunting.
Oh yeah, Missy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It took me a second. Like I know that name. It
Yep.
sounds familiar.
Yep.
You told me about her.
Access is a real red meat, isn't it, Calvin? Like super red, I think.
Really dark.
What meat?
Axis deer.
Access deer.
It's like an exotic type of deer.
Wow.
They have them in Texas.
Interesting.
What about
They're
you, Jared?
everywhere in Texas. Me?
Yeah.
Just Mako.
Is that
The
like
shark.
a deer? Or...
Mako shark?
No.
Oh,
You
shark.
got
Yeah.
shark.
Wow.
I've
Whoa.
heard Mako's really good.
I love
It's
shark.
amazing.
Yeah.
I love
It's
shark.
amazing.
I've had shark once. I don't know what kind it was. It was at a buffet in Las Vegas. So
Wow.
it could have been anything.
Oh,
Safeway used to sell it.
Really?
Safeway sold shark.
Every once in a while, you catch it at Safeway. Mhm.
Don't you have to like?
I thought shark was like endangered or something.
Oh hell no.
No. No.
No.
I mean, some of them might be,
Yeah,
but
like great whites and stuff. Those are
like Mako sharks, there's a lot of those, and I know we have a lot of great whites off the coast here.
really.
mhm.
That's what they say on the news.
I think it's better than elk.
Hmm.
Access
Wow.
deer. Access
Oh,
deer.
axis deer. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to try gator.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, you
Good.
watch Swamp People, and they eating all that. God, I'm just like, man, if I was a Cajun, I'd be 300 pounds. I just live near.
Swamp People.
It's a show on TV. They go and kill a bunch of gators, and they always have all the shrimp and the crawfish. And
Yum.
I love
You know, if you ever-
Crawfish.
Mhm.
you ever watch that Stale Cracker guy?
I don't know that one.
He's the guy. He has a mullet. He's all that's money, dude.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he used to be a cop like
Mm.
20 years, and he quit. Well, they made him quit because of his social media.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Wow.
that guy, he makes some stuff. I'm like, oh man, I want to go back to Louisiana and eat that.
My wife Taylor, she's from Louisiana, and she just went there and visited her sister. I'm very jealous of all the food she just ate.
Oh,
Nice.
gumbo and everything they got.
Crawfish. It's crawfish
Oh.
season right now, man.
Oh,
Never had food in Louisiana. I never even been
I
to
love
Louisiana.
crawfish.
Bro.
oh, it's my favorite.
Ah. When I lived in
even-
New Orleans, I would go because there's little seafood boil shops everywhere. So you can just during crawfish season, you can just go buy like 5 or 10 pounds of crawfish boiled, go sit on a bench and just take them to face. Oh, it's
You
so
know,
good.
you don't realize how much 2 pounds of crawfish. I was down in Galveston, Texas. We had a client give us a Rolls Royce from London. I had to go down and pick it up off the docks. And they were closed for lunch. So me and the chauffeur guy, I said, let's go get something to eat. And we did. We ran down, got something to eat. And he had ordered some shrimp. And I ordered 2 pounds of crawfish. And I thought,
Oh my.
it's a big bowl.
Yeah.
I ate, and even that guy too. I'm like, hey man, eat some of this crawfish.
I've never had crawfish. Once in a
Oh.
while, I was like,
Oh, it's really sweet. It's
I
like
think that's the saltwater crawfish down in
is it like
Galveston.
lobster, sort of?
oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, similar.
Not as meaty, I don't think. Well, it's just like little bits of lobster, I guess.
It's
a little bit
kind of like
chewier.
I don't know. To me, it's kind of somewhere in between lobster and shrimp,
Nice.
Yum.
with a little more sweetness to
Are
them.
they in like
There you
shells
go.
or are they in like, how do they come?
They look like a mini lobster.
I
Yeah.
love lobster. So it was like a
They
seal.
look-
You could, like,
Explaining. See, okay.
I caught that,
grew,
Nick.
I grew up with Josh. Like we
Yeah.
grew up doing a lot of stuff.
So you can
together,
say
like,
whatever you want.
So explaining things has always been really funny because it's like, well, what does that look like? And I'm just like, I don't know how to explain it, man.
Yeah,
It's all by feel, you know. So
it is. You'd
I
have
could
to
throw some crawfish at you, and you'd figure it out pretty quickly.
if you felt
Yeah.
the lobster, it's
Yeah.
huge, and then you feel a crawfish, it's like a little mini version of it.
Cute. I felt lobster tails.
Yeah.
It's exact. It looks just like a
It's a
little
mini one of
tiny
those.
lobster that sits in the
Yep.
palm of your hands.
Oh, wow.
It's about, I'd say, like a fifth the size, maybe.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
It is, and they're everywhere, and they're invasive, and they don't care if you catch them all.
Yeah, we actually have a lot of crawfish in Oregon. They're in all in all the streams and creeks and stuff. I haven't had great luck catching a lot of them, but out in like Central Oregon and Eastern Oregon, there's a few big reservoirs where they have huge populations of them, and there's actually people who fish them commercially, and then when they're in season, you can buy like 50, 100 pounds of them or so. We did it. Did we buy them locally or did we have to order them in?
We couldn't order them in because they're invasive.
Yeah, several years ago, we bought. I think we got like 50 or 100 pounds and did a big crawfish boil out here.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
I
That's
know.
a lot of fish.
I know a Stale Cracker guy. You can order like 50-pound bag or whatever it is from him. And they come alive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to cook them alive. You either have to cook them when they're alive, or you have to cook them when they're alive.
We got
You can buy them frozen, but that's not the same.
It is, and Walmart will sell them seasoned frozen, and if it's all you got, it's all you got.
Right.
But down on the coon trials, we usually got a coon down there, and so
Oh,
the
yeah.
kids go catch crawdads, and they love feeding. You ever seen a coon eat a crawdad? And that old coon loves it.
Yeah.
Eat them crawdads,
So
pounds. of it.
how many kids do you have?
Oh,
He's got a lot.
70.
nine.
He has a nation.
Yeah,
Wow.
I was shooting for a baker's dozen, but yeah.
Wow. Are they all hunters or
Oh yeah, yep.
Nice.
So
nice?
they've all been hunting.
Nice.
That's why. So in bear season, you got a quota, and you can only use one tag. So I use all my kids' tags before I use mine.
There you go.
Yeah,
That works.
they don't care. What's a mud bug?
Crawfish.
Oh, different
Another
name
name
for
for them.
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Crawfish, crawdad. I grew up with
I knew-
crawdads.
Yeah, I knew that, but I didn't know.
I've heard of that.
It's all the
Mud
same
dog.
thing.
Mud bugs. Lots of
Yum.
in the kitchen.
I learned something new.
Oh,
Yeah, we're
Okay.
actually we have them over for dinner tonight because they're about to leave, so we're gonna miss them. We're cooking an Icelandic ram that my mom raised, and his name was Chip.
wow! Why did you tell his wife that? Now look at her. She's like,
I
oh,
already told her, she knows.
poor goat, but it's gonna be tasty.
I
Yeah,
know, right?
All right. Thanks for jumping on, Nick. You got
yeah, man. Yeah,
got your
thanks for
book.
having
You got
us.
your book.
Yeah.
This was awesome.
Throw your book
Thanks.
out there real quick, Nick.
Oh yeah, Cat Dog Chronicles on Amazon. HoundOnTheRun.com. You can find the link through there. Also, for your streamers, for your audience only, if you want to get in touch with me, I'll hook you up with a free copy of the audiobook that I just put out. So
Hey,
yeah, I
and
have some promo codes that I can give out. So
There you
yeah, if
go.
you want to get in on that, get in touch. I'll get you a code.
Hound on the Run. And there's a story in there that's crazy. The I almost died story.
Oh yeah,
Oh wow.
the
Yeah.
coldest night of my life.
You
Yeah,
almost died first, and then your wife almost killed you after.
pretty much. Yeah.
I'm gonna be getting that
And the parents. Yeah. So
Yep. That's right.
Right.
Doing sketchy stuff is what we like to do.
that's it.
Yep.
Well, thanks for jumping
right.
on. Thanks, Josh,
Yeah,
for
I'll
coming
see you
on,
guys later.
sharing your
Have a good one.
stories.
All right. See ya.
All right.
See ya.
You have no excuse not to go hunting now. Right, Jared?
That's right. Freaking, unless it's raining, I still won't go hunting in the rain.
Is it raining down there?
It did the other day.
You guys been getting a lot of rain?
A little bit here and there. Not enough to really amount to much, but
Man, it's so nice too when it's cloudy out this time of year.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a little hot during the day if you got a good sun and there's no wind.
If
But
you
even
got cloud
today,
cover, though, if you got
you get a little.
cloud,
You
oh man,
get a
that's
little.
some good hunting there.
Yep. So, well, it's been an hour.
Yeah.
You told us your lion story. Got any other good stories? Got a book you can write and tell us about, like old Nick?
If I knew how to write or read,
Or
never
just
been
draw
good
a
at that
picture.
part.
Just draw a picture book.
Pictures? I could do pictures.
Stick figures. Anyway,
Yeah,
that's my
no.
announcement. I was really gonna, I was gonna quit this podcast and go full time, but then I get on here and I'm like, man, I enjoy getting just a couple guys on. You
Yeah,
know,
it's fun.
it's fun. My YouTube channel,
Mm-hmm.
I decided today to change the name of it to the Feral Family, because I just do so much with my family. And anybody, a lot of people don't realize with YouTube, it's annoying. So it's an audience based algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
I jump all over the place. So, but I'm gonna keep my anecdote of a houndsman. I'm gonna start another page where I go out with my kids and beat them and kick them and make fun of
Call
them
it
and
the,
give them shaken baby syndrome, all that stuff I do. So I can kind of keep this so I can do all my hound stuff on it when I go riding alone. So
there you go.
it's free casting in the mud for me. Some things people say, you just don't get it. Is that an insult? I think he's going hunting. He's going out to catch some dirty
Yeah.
trash pandas.
Oh man.
We got to get out down south, Jared, before it gets too hot.
It's getting there. Snakes are out.
Did you see that one I killed?
I did.
Ooh. Out
Yeah.
just sunning. One of my youngest pups. Bella was over there. She's barking, and you know how they do that bark. It wasn't
Yeah.
I'm chasing something bark. It was there's something there bark. You know, like
Yeah.
if someone walked in your front door and they're like, "What?" I'm like,
Mhm.
"What is she barking at?" I'm literally about to buzz her, like, "Shut up! What are you doing?" And I
Yeah.
hear a rattle, and I turn around my son, and I said, "Was that a rattlesnake?" He goes, "I think so." So we went over there, and big old rattlesnake. One shot too. Usually I was trying to hold the camera. I was trying to hold the mule. I didn't know if
Yep.
my mule was going to jump. I've shot one time around her and I've never shot. I was right next to her head, kind of. I said,
Yeah.
get off your mule. Cause I knew Ruth wouldn't run. But I said, get off your mule and just hold her. You know, if she fucking runs, she runs, whatever, you know?
Yeah.
So shot that, hit it right in the head,
There you
right
go.
in the head. Such a great, and then I cut his head off and buried it cause I'm superstitious.
Oh, you have
But
to
then
do that.
I got a video. So I got a video coming out.
Mhm.
It might be on my new channel because it's me and Trevor, and we rode off and checked out some petroglyphs. So it's more kids, but
Yeah.
and then my next one is going to be me. We went out to ride. I was going to check out this old canyon that I'd never kind of been in, a big bowl.
Mhm.
Just wanted to kind of check it. And I look over and it's thunder and it's raining. So I'm like, we'll just ride this little pond. And that's when we found the rattlesnake. So some of that video, I went back, I killed it, I skinned it, threw it in my mom's sink. And that thing was coming out of that sink, you know.
Dude, I hate how they can still move
Hey,
hours
that's why they
after
cut their heads off. You know how many people? I'm going to look up the odds. How many people been struck by a dead snake because they're stupid? They don't cut the head
Yep.
off.
Yep.
And so it's jumping around. I threw it on the cutting board. And I went to cut it. As soon as I cut it, it flipped. You know, you touch it sometimes.
Oh yeah, and it
And
like goes away.
It flipped on the floor. And my mom's running. My old lady's like, "You're nasty. Get out of here." Yeah. But I ended up cooking it. So
There you go.
had some fried rattlesnake.
That's
And they're all,
another weird thing. That's another weird thing I've never ate a rattlesnake.
So I got on old YouTube, went to Kent Rollins, typed in rattlesnake Kent Rollins, because Kent Rollins cooks everything. If you want to
Mhm.
cook a Dr. Pepper can, look up Kent Rollins. And I got on and cooked me some rattlesnake. I've had it before, you know. I've thrown it on the fire and just ate it plain. But I made a little batter, real quick batter, double dip the batter with egg and flour and slap your mama.
Yeah.
Like
The
seasoning.
Cajun sauce.
Oh man, and it was good. No, I let my kids try it, but that rattlesnake's a little chewy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like it. You know, bear's a little chewy. I like it. Rattlesnake, I ate a lot of it, and rattlesnakes kind of stink.
Okay.
You know, they just kind of stink. Sometimes they stink. I think this was a big old male rattlesnake, and
Mm-hmm.
so it kind of stunk. And my mom's and it stinks. You're nasty. It stinks. You know. So, but it
Yeah.
was good. Ate a lot of it. So,
There you go.
yep. Oh, this is my Wednesday night entertainment. Oh, it's internet time grounds Monday night. Tuesday sucks. Thursday, yeah. Yeah, so I was gonna actually just change my whole channel and go to the Farrell family, but I'm gonna start a new channel. I actually started a new channel, so all my kid and family videos will go on that, and then when I'm out riding around and doing just line hunting, they'll go on this.
Yeah.
And then I'm
There
gonna
you
just
go.
stick. I'm gonna stick to doing this. You know, right now it's kind of tough because at 2:00 today, the sub that I got on a job
Mm-hmm.
says I want to work 10 hours, and I'm all about 410s,
Yeah.
but with Brett's an hour later than me now, so I have to be home by 4:30, and it takes me about. This is the crazy thing. When I'm running the freeway, I ran the freeway this morning at 4:30. Took
Mm-hmm.
me over an hour and a half to get to my job site. I take the desert on my way home. It's a gas line road.
Yeah.
It takes me about an hour and 15 minutes doing
Oh, man.
35 miles an hour. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I always take the gas line road. This morning I had to get gas, so I had to go through town, but
Yeah.
that's what I do. Stay
There you
out of the freeway.
Oh yeah. Stay out of well, you're in Phoenix, you're in the valley. That place is never fun.
Hey, I don't know what's worse, Tucson City or Phoenix. Tucson stinks like trash.
Yep.
We went over there right in the middle of the city. Me and my daughter went to Whataburger. I said, "You smell that?" Yeah, I said, "That's Tucson." Just has that like trash smell. I
The
don't know
dirty
why.
it's called the dirty tea for a reason.
It is, you know, and there's good people in Tucson, in case everybody gets all offended, like it's gonna bother me, but it's the country's gorgeous around there. I'm still trying to buy that Washington camp. That guy, they've had it forever. It's his dad's. His dad passed away. I'm like, just
Yeah.
trade you something. I got property up here. I'll trade you, you know, in the
Mm-hmm.
mountains. So, you know, and that's 6 acres. That holds
Yeah,
a
it's
lot
good.
of dog boxes. And,
Oh man.
you know, I
Absolutely.
told you I wanted to put that silo on there so it don't look like a house so no one breaks into it, but
Yep.
has a well on it, hand dug well.
Man.
So, and I got kids. I lower them down with a shovel. They
Yep.
dig my well deeper.
Yeah. Take,
I know.
2 gallons of dirt out at a time.
Yep. Yeah, you seen Lonesome Dove? You
Yep.
hit water yet? Yeah, 2 gallons out of me. So, where does Jared run? Jared runs wherever he can.
Yeah. I mainly just I don't know.
South Arizona.
Southern Arizona. Anywhere
Yep.
anywhere that's legal.
And if you go hunting with them, you better have a GPS because he'll leave you in the dirt.
I try to.
Those clients.
I'm getting older now.
Those Texans. The dad got in. What was his name?
Kevin.
He says, I don't know what's wrong with that, Jared. That guy don't eat. He's like a camel. He don't drink nothing. I said, pull a beer out, he'll drink it.
It's true.
So,
As soon as I'm done running dogs, I'm grabbing a beer.
yep. That's good time down there, though. That's really pretty country.
It's so gorgeous down here. It just sucks in the summers all.
It is. It does. What does it get down there where we were hunting? It's a little higher elevation.
It is, but you'll still hit the 104, 105. I think.
I mean, you can still get out in the summer. It gets light at 4:00.
Yeah, you could still get out and probably hit it till 8:00.
Yep. Well, as soon as I get my place down there, I'll cause a divorce for you.
There you go.
You'll be down.
Plus,
you have somewhere to stay. Yeah, you got a key to the gate.
Got a key to the gate. I'll bring my little I'll bring my freaking ice fishing shack down there with my wood burning stove.
Yep. Oh, that thing was
That thing was slick.
kicking. Yeah. So I had my 1962 Coleman fire retardant tent with my my little tiny stove, propane stove in there, but I have a little hole in the top. So my bottom zipper's broke, so we didn't die of monoxide poisoning. It sucked air in and let it out, so we're good to go.
Yep.
So, well, Jared, thanks for coming on.
No, thanks for having me again, man.
We have to get out there and go run some lion.
Oh yeah.
Probably here in the next month for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to get me an OTC elk up north. You ought to come up, get your tag, and
heck yeah,
go blast one on a weekend.
Sounds good to me.
So whenever you're ready, I got a little trailer. Elizabeth Bolin used to stay in, but she went back to California.
Fucking state.
That's what I say. Fucking state.
Fucking state.
I don't even know if you call that a state.
Right?
Fucking communist.
Yeah, they even took away flavored tobacco there.
That's all right. Everybody, they're trying to get rid of TikTok.
Yeah.
They're getting rid of TikTok because, for one, they say it's Chinese owned. Unlike all the agriculture owned all over the place by Chinese people. And Saudi Arabia owns some property over here in Arizona, sucking down all the water.
Water.
Let's not worry about that. I'm about to get crazy on this.
How does California worry about the Chinese though when they welcome them into Sacramento that one day?
And you're worried about TikTok stealing information?
Yeah.
Hey, how about
they let China into their city and they cleaned the streets up before they showed up within 2 days.
Yeah, let's take a dozer and push all the homeless over on the other side where they're not. That's like that movie The Interview.
Yep.
Where he goes and shows them all the grocery stores, but they're just fake, like cut out.
Oh, there's plenty of food.
Yep. But they're worried about TikTok, and everybody's like, "Oh, but I'll be honest. I've learned more stuff on TikTok, and you gotta fact check it. Obviously, if you hear, once I hear about it, and if your kids, I'm gonna tell you this, people who have kids, if your kids are on TikTok and they do that dumb shit, it's your fault.
There you go.
You can monitor what they watch.
Yep.
Period.
Yep.
So that's my opinion. I don't know. None of my kids been in jail for too long. They're not in prison. None of my kids were in trouble with the law. But I was a parent. Even my kids now, I got tablets. I tell you right now, if you want some alone time with mama for that exotic food, give your kids a tablet.
Take off.
They'll sit right on the beanbag, but they don't get to play it every night. If she's driving down or whatever, traveling, she won't give them their tablets until they start getting restless. She'll throw a tablet at them in the car. But other than that, break on them. They're fishy facts. He's Californian and he can say that word. California is such a beautiful state.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
God, go to Google Maps. Go to North California and look at any mountaintop in California, and there's 10 lakes on it. It's ridiculous water.
I love Inyo County.
Missy, I'm with Trump when it comes to taxing them so high they don't want to buy our stuff or tariff to where it costs them money to bring it in. I'm about all these people on his fly is I'm gonna get them. There wasn't one fly in here until I got online.
Right.
And my internet's been good. My mic's been on, and this fly won't leave me the hell alone. We have enough Americans on welfare. And if you want to be on welfare and you need help, I'm good with it, right? But guess what?
Don't milk it.
No. You're gonna go work at a factory that makes toilet paper
There you
for
go.
10 hours a week, 20 hours a week, whatever it is. You want that
Mhm.
government cheese, you gotta milk the cow.
Yep. There you
know,
go.
We'll make it, but you're gonna milk the cow. And it's annoying to me. America, it's listen, I know we're gonna get into something dirty. All I can tell you people who make fun of my 2010 Jared meat, you ate the meat. You
I
didn't
did.
die.
I didn't
You
die.
did not die. That bottled meat, I call it bottled meat. It's canned or jarred, whatever you want to call it. I call it bottled meat.
Yep.
That stuff I fed you guys.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because I hurried up and opened the can. I didn't want them Texans to see it. And Cody Lynn standing right there trying to hide it. And that one guy,
Yeah.
Kevin, walks around and I'm all trying to dump that greasy old bear meat out, because it looks horrible. So
Yeah.
you cook it. But
Yep.
those guys liked it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely.
I think we made all the tamales. What I make? 30, 40 tamales, and we had 6 left the next day.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, we killed them. And that
That's
was
good.
2012.
Yep.
But when they tell you guys, when you kill something, bottle the meat, get a pressure cooker, 90 minutes, raw pack it, little teaspoon of salt. I actually put a teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of garlic in it. If you want to get crazy, slap your mama. Put a
There
little
you
slap
go.
your mama in it. It won't treat them like they treat us. Oh, that's a fact. They that meat will last that long. Put it in a cool, dark place. Period.
Yep.
Period. So it's not just 1 or 2 years. That's my Chris Watson's documentary on bottled meats. We did not die.
You did not die at all.
We didn't die. So, and you couldn't tell the difference,
No.
So,
No.
anyways, that's enough ranting about the government. Look at these
I'm gonna
flies.
hop off here. My phone's dying.
Yeah, we've been on an hour and a half. I got some stuff to still do and edit a video, and I had to restart my computer, and it shut my stuff down, and
Oh, damn it.
now I got to reload. And so anybody wants to do a YouTube channel and do videos, don't. It's stupid. Pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on.
Heck yeah, man. We'll talk to you later.
We'll get hooked up and go chase some lion down south.
Oh, absolutely. Let me know when you want to go.
Sounds good, Jarrett.
All right. Later, man.
There. Good old Jared. I hunted with him. That guy goes and goes and goes and goes. Well, thanks for jumping on tonight. Man, I really was gonna quit this and concentrate on me and Brett's, but kind of fun. Had a lot of people jump on tonight. I was gonna change my channel up a little bit just because of the way it's going, but I'm gonna start a new channel. Guys, keep your eye open for the Farrell family, where I abuse my children and my wife. But you guys don't know what goes on behind the scenes. It's me that's abused. So keep your eye open for the Farrell family. Monday night, we have Mike Leonard on Stomping Grounds, is what we call it now. So go to Interviews, Stories, and Tells on YouTube. Monday night, 5:30 New Mexico time, 4:30 Arizona time, and I think it's a couple hours back east. Mike Leonard, that guy's full of knowledge. Like, whatever you guys, if you guys want to know something about hounds, or somebody, that's a good guy to get on. I might try to get Chuck Miller on too. He's really good. Ostriches. We have an ostrich farm here, Sonny, right in Casa Grande, Arizona. You can go there and buy a jerky, meat, egg, whatever, eggs. One ostrich egg is like 25 eggs. I want to just make one big omelet. Thanks, guys, jumping on. I'm not going nowhere. I had it all planned out, and you guys changed my mind. Now I'm going to go kill these flies. Always remember, guys, keep your powder dry and stay safe out there.